Hello, everyone. Welcome to James Bond Bitcoin Live 00157 hashtag obsessed. So, anyways, I usually do my live streams late at night, but I'm changing it up a little bit. Plus, yesterday I was not feeling well. I don't know if it was allergies, migraine headache. Yesterday, when I was working out at the fitness center, I was on the bicycle, and I was in the bicycle that you sit down and you pedal in front of you. And I increased the difficulty, and that's kind of how I'm trying to build up some leg muscles for my real bike. Anyways, I was riding it and I decreased it, and I was just cruising along, watching all you YouTubers out there. And like 5 minutes later, I started getting lightheaded. And I was like, wow, okay, this is unusual. Every now and then, for some reason, I get lightheaded. When I'm walking, when I'm doing things, when I'm out and about, it's weird. My whole body kind of feels weird, like numb. And then I start, I don't know, something about drooling. I start drooling a lot. Well, that started happening to me. And I like got out of the bike. I got off the exercise bike, and I started to lay down because I felt really, really lightheaded. I almost felt like I was going to faint. And there was a guy next to me, and he was looking at me really strange. I could tell he had some concern, but he didn't do anything. He was on his bike. He was just looking at me. He was probably wondering if I was going to faint, but I didn't faint. I laid down on the cold rubber mat at the fitness center, and I had to put my leg up a little bit to get some blood flowing. And man, it was strange. It was strange. Anyways, I felt better. I had to use the restroom a little bit. Came back, drank some water. Everything was okay. I finished my workout, and then I came home. I drove the car with the windows down. I had to pick up my young one from pre-K, and I had to go around, do some errands. But when I came home, I started getting pressure, sinus pressure. And, I think I must be getting older. Excuse me, I'm drinking my hot chocolate today in the morning. So I think it was about 5, maybe 7 years ago, I went in for a checkup to my doctor, and he's checking my ears and throat and everything, and he says, you have allergies. And I was like, allergies? What is an allergy? Because as far as I know, I don't have allergies. But apparently, being here in Texas, there's a lot of allergens, ragweed probably being one of them, and they seem to go off. There's some kind of allergen here, which kind of gives me a headache. So I had to pop some allergy relief pills, basically the Claritin D, generic brand, of course, and then had some pain reliever for the headache. Anyways, I wasn't going to do a show last night anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I did wanted to do a show today because after yesterday's fiasco at the fitness center, I decided, well, let me take a break from the fitness center. I won't go to the fitness center today. I'll relax. I feel a little sore from working out anyway, lifting weights. But I figured I'd do a daytime show, see what it's like. Anyways, let me go in the note section real quick and see what is going on while I drink some of my hot chocolate. It is a little chilly in the morning. All right, let's go in the note section here. Bond trading view. I'll be briefly going over that. I'm sure maybe it's not looking so good, but bond trading view, list of top 58 coins compared to Bitcoin percentage and all-time high. Flagged for shorts. I'll show you which altcoin to sell or to possibly look for an exit or short so you can get more Bitcoin. By the way, the price of Bitcoin seems to be down today. I don't know if it's a good buy or not, but I'll do a chart analysis, of course. It's pretty tempting. It seems like a good buy because I think anything under 10,000 is a good buy. The problem is, you know, if you're like me, you don't just buy 20, 30, $100 a time. You know, you buy like $1 million worth of time, or 2 million, or $1 billion. I'm just kidding. I don't buy that much. But anyways, I'll share with you my experience from the last crash, from the last, you know, market that's been in a downtrend, and I'll tell you how you can cope with a depressed market and some of the things you can do to survive. All right, I'll help you with that. All right. So next in the note section is, all right, it seems like there's some problems with the ledger. Just so you guys know, there has been a flood of lost funds and concerns from people using Ledger products. Even from the creator of Neo Ledger app, support is insulting customers who complain. So support is insulting customers who complain. Yeah, sounds like a great support. Now, I'm not picking on Ledger. I don't have a Ledger. I don't even care about Ledger. But I do think this is something worth talking about because a lot of people rely on these third-party hardware when you should be holding your own keys. You should be generating your own wallets. All right. Now, I know some of the coins that Ledger has, you can't really generate. But I'll try to show you. I'll try to show you one more time, like I've shown you in the past, how you can. All right, how you can control your own private keys. All right, so you don't have to depend on these third-party hardware. All right, and that's it for that. Of course, I'll go over the news. I'll go over the news through Coinspectator. Coinspectator, real-time cryptocurrency news aggregator. I'll go over that. Also, CryptoPanic is a news aggregator platform indicating impact on price and market for traders and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. So let's go over the Coinspectator right now. Here I am, Coinspectator. All right, so let's take a look at some of the news feeds and see how we're all socially engineered. All right, let me see. What's this is literally 17 minutes ago. Let me refresh it. Let's refresh it. Why not? Let's get fresh news today. Get the fresh feed, the daily. We need our daily feed of news here. Oh, I forgot to mention the title. It's James Bond, Bitcoin Live 00157 hashtag obsessed. Are you obsessed with the price? If you are, then wow. You're probably looking something like this. This is, are you obsessed with the price of your cryptocurrencies? This is probably you right now, looking at this screen, just amazed on what you can do. Anyways, let's go back to Coinspectator. Let's take a look. NASDAQ exploring total return Bitcoin futures contract. This is interesting. 17 minutes ago. Coming from Zero Hedge. Let's just read, and I might click onto something that might be interesting. Here's another one. Here is researchers find that one person caused Bitcoin to spike from 150 to 1,000 in 2013. Is this news still circulating? I can't believe this news is still circulating. Let me see. LBMA ponders. I don't even know what that stands for. Ponders blockchain use for gold supply tracking. Oh my goodness. Not this gold supply tracking blockchain stuff. Wonderful. Your gold is being tracked on the blockchain, right? In which you think it's being tracked, but the real gold is like gone. So I don't know what LBM stands for. Who knows? HODL, whale, and 5 other cryptocurrency slang terms explained. Oh, really? Oh, this is interesting. Let's check this out. HODL, whale, and 5 other cryptocurrency slang terms explained. All right, this is fun. Let me see. Don't listen to the FUD, HODL. Well, it doesn't go through a lot on this one. Okay, I just want to take a quick look at it. Cryptocurrency trading will get easier and more profitable with the Saphinus platform. This is coming from EthereumWorldNews.com 28 minutes ago. Let me see here. Bad news from India makes Bitcoin price fall. Excuse me. Oh, my sinuses are acting up. Wow. Let me get some more hot chocolate here. Oh, sorry for sneezing in your ear there. How about this one? Open Ledger's Ronnie Bosing is bullish on blockchain. Okay. It's weird when you hear the news of people being bullish on blockchain and the price is going to go up to 55 to 1,000,000 to 1,000. When you're looking at the charts and it's like going down, it's really strange to hear those news. Let me see. You can down an easy blockchain app to help poor people make bail. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a blockchain to help the poor people make their bail. Now, why does it have to be poor people? Why can't it be rich people who make bail? Well, probably because rich people don't need to make bail. They can afford the bail, right? Let me scroll down. Let me see some more interesting headlines. Bitcoin warning. Criminals turning to other cryptocurrencies on dark web. Oh my goodness. Is that true? Criminals are going to turn to other cryptocurrencies? And let me just click on this. My gosh, if that's the case, then what is Bitcoin really used or going to be used for? What's Bitcoin used for, or what's it good for if other criminals are going to be using other Bitcoins? Let me see here. Online criminals prefer the added privacy of some of Bitcoin's competitors, as forensic firm Chainalysis said. The amount of Bitcoin being used on the dark web has fallen from 30% to 1%. Okay. So I guess criminals are no longer using Bitcoin. So why has the price of Bitcoin gone up? Interesting question. All right. Let me see. Philip Gradwell, chief economist at Chainalysis, said, in the last few months, there have been a rapid increase in the use of Monero, likely for illicit means. Wow. Okay, Monero. Everybody sell your Bitcoins and go buy Monero. Especially all you criminals out there. Go buy Monero and start using Monero. Let me see. What other interesting news? How many bears does it take to burst a Bitcoin bubble? I love this title. This is hilarious. How many bears? There should be a joke. How many bears does it take to burst a Bitcoin bubble? I don't have a punchline for that, but if anybody in the chat has a punchline, go ahead and type it out. I'll get to your comments here soon enough. Let me see. How many bears does it take to burst a Bitcoin bubble? This is funny. Let me see. Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon, that's 1. Let me see. Goldman Sachs would be 2. Let's see. France. Germany, like Macron, Merkel. India. What else? How many banks out there are Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank? What else? Capital One. Geez, what other bears? How many bears? Well, I don't know. I'm running out of fingers here. I've got I think in my head, I got at least over 10 bears to pop the Bitcoin bubble. Who's that Treasury Secretary? Munchen? Let's see. My gosh, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of bears. This is funny. If you want to read it, go ahead and go to Coinspectator News or Coinspectator.com, and you can check it out for yourself. I'm just looking at it real quick. Let me see. This is all about an hour ago. Here's an interesting one. Bitcoin falls as South Korea, U.S. regulators get together. This is coming from Nasdaq.com. Oh, a little bearish news for all those people who are into the free market economy and don't expect any regulation. Bitcoin falls as South Korea, U.S. regulators get together. Wow, they're getting together, and they must be evilly plotting, evilly plotting the demise of Bitcoin. So there we go. Bitcoin dropped Tuesday as South Korea banned the use of anonymous bank accounts on cryptocurrency exchanges, and U.S. regulators signed more. U.S. regulators signaled more scrutiny into companies suddenly pivoting to blockchain. Oh yeah, that's what they did. Let me see. They mentioned Kodak. They mentioned what that. Okay, so they mentioned here Long Island Iced Tea that changed their name to Blockchain Iced Tea. What else? Eastman Kodak. And then who else? They mentioned the Hooters operator for Chantadeer Holdings, or BURG ticker symbol. Interesting. Let me mention the ticker symbols. Long Blockchain is LTEA. Eastman Kodak KODK, and then Chantadeer Holdings BURG. Okay, interesting. Go back in here and let's take a look at some others here real quick before I move on to CryptoPanic. Let me see if I can find some interesting ones. Oh, look at this one. Coinbase to the moon with revenue over 1 billion in 2017. Now, I'm gonna click on it. I'm pretty skeptical about the 1 billion, because if you buy Bitcoin, does that mean they've generated revenue? If you're buying Bitcoin from them, is that revenue? I don't think that should count. I don't think that should count, because Bitcoin has gone up so much. So buying and selling, Bitcoin on the Coinbase exchange, should that count as revenue? I don't know about that one. That one's a little suspicious to me. And then processing transactions, is that also revenue? $1 billion in revenue. I mean, it's $1 billion for a company is not a lot in revenue, but I'm a little skeptical about that $1 billion number. Let's see what it says here. Love it or hate it, crypto exchange Coinbase is raking it in. Known for some of the highest fees in the industry, the company made over $1 billion in revenue last year. Well, I don't know what that amounts to. It'd be interesting to see how much profit they made. Out of that $1 billion revenue, a healthy profit margin for me, for a startup company like this, would be if they made $30 million. If they can make $30 million in profit or over, that's pretty good. That's really, you want to see a $50 million profit from 1 billion. If they can make a 50 million, if they made a revenue of 1 billion, if they could make a profit of 50 million, that's really healthy, really healthy. But if they made a profit of only 30 million, that's still healthy. Anything under that, I would highly question their viability as a company making money. All right. So, anyways, let's go check out another one here. Oh, there's some new 8 more news coming in. Let's check it out real quick. Again, you can check this out all on the link. I have a link to Coinspectator. Let me see. Anything interesting? Nope, nothing interesting. Let me go to CryptoPanic. All right, I'm just waiting for it to load up. So let's just take a quick look at CryptoPanic. Bank of America to charge 15% annual interest for a bank account after bank announces 6 billion profit from fees alone. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. It's good to know that the banks are making money off of you guys. Let's see. ARK, new exciting partnership. Oh goodness, ARK is always making a new exciting partnership. When are they actually going to do something instead of partnering with people? Oh, I just finished my hot chocolate. Yummy. All right. Let's just scroll down. Let's get some. Here's one. Bad news from India makes a Bitcoin price fall. Wow, what does that mean? Let me click on that and see what happens. Oh, okay, it shows up right here. Okay. It says bad news from India makes Bitcoin price fall. From coinidle.com, Bitcoin exchanges in India suffer bad times as the biggest national banks of the country have frozen their accounts. The news led to turmoil in the domestic markets as well as bringing the price of Bitcoin down. Oh man, that sucks. Anyways, let's see. Let's see here. That is what 19 bearish, 3 important, 5 thumbs down, and 2 lots of laughs. Wow. Let me see here. French, I think this is talking about Ledger. A French startup proves that selling USB sticks is one way to make big money on Bitcoin. Are they talking about Bitcoin is soaring, but how do you keep those digital coins safe? Reuters estimates that more than 980,000 Bitcoins worth more than 10 billion at, oh man, I want to read the rest of that story, but I don't have time, but you can check it out. You all can check it out. Don't worry, I won't be talking too long because I eventually do have to get to my other things here on the live stream, and then I have to go pick up my young one from pre-K. But also, I'd like to have some time for myself. So let me just do this real quick here. Let me see. Here's another one here. 57 minutes ago, Forbes, Volkswagen chief digital officer joins blockchain nonprofit IOTA Foundation. Wow, the IOTA people are going crazy, even though IOTA has probably been crashing. That is 23 bullish, 9 important, 14 likes, and 1 save. Let's check that out. Let's see what it says. Seems like it's coming from an article. Let me see. Are you ready for something strange? R Ripple. What does R Ripple have to say? Discussions about the market capitalization of Ripple are all the rage. Okay. Anyways, it says 14 important. 14 bullish, 4 important. Boy, they're really pumping really hard. Here's another one. Oh, what just happened? Wow, what just happened here? That was weird. All right. Okay, I clicked on the link. Sorry about that. All right, so South Korea FCA banning cryptocurrency trading is illegal. FUD news has been spreading in the last weeks, months about South Korea and a possible cryptocurrency trading ban. But the reality is that none of these news that continue reading, man, you're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to go onto that site to continue reading that. Darn it. So let me see. All right, here's one. 2 hours ago, January 30th, the day South Korea bans anonymous cryptocurrency trading. Now, for some reason, this is getting like 21, like bullish. 21 are bullish. 19 make it important, and 8 thumbs up. I don't know why exactly. Let's click on that and let's see what's It has been hardly 2 weeks since the news of a probable ban by South Korea on its cryptocurrency exchange had rattled the markets. Today is another such day. As far as one can see on screen, cryptocurrencies are drowning in red. Although it was not entirely unknown this time, South Korea has clearly sent the message that anonymous crypto trading must stop, and cryptos are being hit because anonymity. Man, I want to read the rest of that story. Go check it out. Go to CryptoPanic and go ahead and read some of that story. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's go back to the meme here. And then let me go on to the rest of the notes. Let's see what else I'll be talking about today. Okay, in the notes I have the "It's Time to Stop" meme. Go ahead and check that out. SegWit charts. I have some useful links. SegWit charts, Coin Codex, Livecoin Watch, CoinGecko, BitInfo charts, Joho's mempool statistics. I'll be going over the mempool, I'll be going over the fees, and I'll be going over the Bitcoin chart analysis at the end of this live stream. And then Salome.io. I have Transaction Accelerator in there, but I don't think you need it. I think the mempool has gone down quite a bit. You may actually be able to consolidate your inputs. So when the fees when the mempool starts dropping, take this opportunity and time to consolidate your inputs. All right, I would recommend it, but you don't have to. If you know how to use a Bitcoin sender, you can actually choose your inputs to output. All right, you can actually choose the inputs and output. If you don't have a Bitcoin sender, I would highly recommend consolidating all those Bitcoins that you have in different addresses and consolidate them into one address. All right, take that opportunity to do that. So next time when the mempool gets full, your Satoshis per byte, you only have one input, two outputs. That pretty much is about 250 bytes. Really lowers your fee. And then I have Bitcoin Cash hash rate, historical chart, 6 months. All right, and then next I have collecting your free Bitcoin Gold with Coinami. Real easy. Coinami is really easy to use. And I made a video on that as well, how to split Bitcoin Gold BTG01. If you can do that, you can basically split potentially any coin that Coinami will support in the future. And then a mnemonic, if you don't have Coinami, you can still kind of use Coinami without using Coinami. If you don't have an Android, you can use their mnemonic code converter, and I'll be showing you that because apparently there's some issues with Ledger. So I'll show you that today as well. Then have a link to Bitcoin Gold, but be careful. You might get your Bitcoin stolen. And then I still have the links for all the BitConnect stuff. BitConnect was a scam, and apparently the people who anybody who promoted BitConnect, do not trust them. All right, stop watching them. Unsubscribe. Don't even listen to them anymore. I think the same people who are promoting BitConnect are now supporting another Ponzi scheme. And so stay away from these people. They're not going to help you make money. They're just going to line their own pockets. Why has ICO Index labeled BitConnect as an outright fraud? Notice regarding high yield coins on top of BitConnect, and what is BitConnect and why have we decided to distance ourselves from it? And then on top of that, I have a video. James Bond Bitcoin Live 0017. I interview 3 BitConnect users. These are the minds. In that interview, I'm showing you the mindset of a Ponzi schemer, multi-level marketer, right? And maybe even a referral whore. These people are losers. Why on earth you would listen to them, I don't know. All right, next is, okay, the end of the note section that's been partitioned off. I have the video theme for this video, for the meme that you're kind of looking at right now. What's it like to be absolutely obsessed with Bitcoin? HBO. This is coming from Vice. It's about a guy who, this is probably about, I suspect this is about 90% of you are like this guy in this video. What it's like to be absolutely obsessed with Bitcoin. Especially all the noobs that are coming in recently since the all-time high. That's probably you in that video, most likely. And it was me at one point as well, back in 2013. And then next is hashtag yes2x128. The meme you're looking at right now. Man, does this, well, I don't know if this looks like you. I don't know if you're, you know, white, black, Mexican, Asian. Did I miss anybody? Indian, or the Indian, you know, or the other Indian that's in next to Pakistan or whatever. Did I miss any races? I don't want to leave out anybody. Male or female? Sorry, this is a guy. Most likely you're a guy watching, because if you're a Bitcoiner, you're probably a man. But sorry, it could be, maybe it's a woman dressed up like a man. For anybody, if I don't mean to offend anybody, although I probably just did. Anyways, is that you looking at the screen as the price of Bitcoin and all the other altcoins start going down? And then have a link to Bitcoin Pot of Gold, as well as the donational address to the Bitcoin Pot of Gold. It is a SegWit address. Thank you for all those who have donated, and please donate so you can all enjoy and participate in figuring out the mnemonic seed or even the password. So everybody donates, and only one person walks away with all the money. That's what happens in this cryptocurrency space. Anyways, let's go see who is all in the live chat right now. I'm going to have to refresh. No one's in the live chat. Oh, no. I see you in the live chat. Don't worry. I have to refresh it here. There we go. Here we are. All right. Ken Bozak, good morning to you too. How goes it? Well, I'm having a great time. I'm taking some time this morning from not working out at the gym. I explained earlier. So, Brian, good to see you. Brad Taylor, only seeing James Bond logo. Really? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's all right. Oh, did y'all miss that? That sucks. Well, here you go. Sorry you missed that. Too bad. Anyways, most of you can listen to it anyway. I forgot to show the live stream. I forgot to share the screen. That's all right. I'll go over everything again anyway. Let me see here. We can't see anything other than the Bond logo. Couldn't see the meme. I'll show it. Don't worry. I will show it. I will show it. What up, homie? James, you're on early today. Yes, I am. I'm changing up the schedule a little bit here and there. How you doing? Yes, for a motivation. I'm glad you finally caught my show. Thank you for being here. Let me see here. Who else is in the live chat here? A lot of people talking. DD8209, good morning. And let me see who else is here. DD Dual Overhead Camness, good to see you. M Rocky, finally James Bond daytime live. Yes, today I'm changing the schedule here and there, you know. As I explained before, for the reasoning of my daytime live stream. No kids. The kids are not here, so I got the internet all to myself. You know, when the kids come home, I want them to have the internet, because if they don't have internet, they bother me. They want me to entertain them. So I've got to let them have the internet. And I can't do the live stream, because if I do the live stream, it's kind of choppy. So I'd rather have the kids have the internet so they could leave me alone, because all I do is just lay down on the couch and watch YouTube videos all day. That's all I do. And I watch the price. Andy Anderson, good to see you. What price are we buying Bitcoin this week? That's a good question. I'll be going over the chart analysis soon enough. And Rocky says 5K, 2K, or 1K. Man, you know, it's gone down. I don't know what the price is right now, but it's definitely gone down below 10,000. And so I'm considering trying to buy some more, but you know, I would like it to go down even further, ironically, right? Not because I want the value of my Bitcoins to go down. Believe it or not, if you've been in this game long enough, and if you've been trading, most likely you know what to do. And I could tell you right now, this is when you know you should buy Bitcoin. When nobody cares about Bitcoin. When people stop panicking about Bitcoin, when people stop panicking about the price of Bitcoin, all those people who are panicking right now, obviously they're about at a higher price. They may even take a loss eventually. The time to buy Bitcoin is probably when nobody cares about Bitcoin, when you no longer see YouTubers coming out every day talking about Bitcoin, when you no longer see Bitcoin being talked about on the news, when the hype is all over, when it's, you know, talking about Bitcoin was, you know, is old news. It's not the fad anymore. That's the time to buy Bitcoin. That really is. Okay. All right. I've caught up with the live stream. Thank you, everybody. Oh. All right. So sorry about that. Here is the meme. Here's the meme here. Hopefully all of you will enjoy that. Yes, M. Rocky, we need to shake loose the cold hands. The cold hands, I should say. Anyways, here is the meme here. This is probably what most likely you look like. Most likely what you're looking like. So enjoy the meme. Let me go on to the next thing. Okay. All right. Let me make sure that you're seeing it. All right, you are seeing it. All right. So here is the pot of gold. The QR code on the left is the address to the Bitcoin pot of gold. Take your smartphones, Bitcoin wallet, scan it, and send all. Thank you. And that way I can give away the 12th word, or the 12th clue to the 12th word of the 24-word mnemonic seed. QR code on the right is the encrypted private key. If you can figure out the password to it, all those Bitcoins are yours. I think the price has gone down, so I think it's only worth $130, but I'm sure you would like it. And the QR code here is a link to Yellow Fever for You, to his channel. He gave me this idea, so thank you, Yellow Fever for You. All right. And so what is next? All right, so here is the address to the Bitcoin pot of gold. There's how much it is in US dollars worth. There's a QR code here again if you want to donate. The reason I show this is so you can see it, but also this is Brian's donation here for 23.53, basically 30 Satoshis per byte. He put a 30 Satoshis per byte fee. It has finally confirmed. It has been it was first sent November or December 27th. I believe it confirmed today or last night, because I checked on it yesterday. And so it did get confirmed, everyone. So the mempool must be very, very low if Brian's transaction right here to the Bitcoin pot of gold has been confirmed now. Excellent. So there we go. All right. So we've gone past this. We no longer need this. Or let me see here. Okay. So here is the story that I'll be talking about today. Comes from Reddit, CryptoCurrency, our CryptoCurrency. Let me just read it to you. It says, just so you guys know, there has been a flood of lost funds and concerns from people using Ledger products. Does anybody have Ledger? Even from the creator of the Neo Ledger app, support is insulting customers who complain. Wow. Let me just read the first paragraph here to kind of look at it. I'm going to read this right here. It says, I don't think Ledger is unsafe to use at the moment. At least I sincerely hope not, as I am a customer. However, the recent surge of similar stories of people losing funds, combined with these completely agnostic attitude of the CTO, combined with non-existent support, and the total censorship of any attempt to crowdsource data on the issue, is a big red flag. I hope people don't downvote this post thinking it's an attack on Ledger. It's just a big problem with recent actions, and hopefully things will be clarified and explained soon, or even better, the problem fixed. Hell, the Neo app developer already suggested a possible fix for the most common issue reported. All right, so here's a link. Here's a link, and there's a link in the notes section. Is there a problem with Ledger? Look at all these links to other subreddits that talk about these issues. I know that some YouTubers have talked about Ledger being a problem, all right, and made videos about it. There's like over 200 comments here about it. Is hardware wallets that safe? I don't think so. I don't think it's that safe or that user-friendly as some people make it out to be. Hey, Andre, good to see you in the live chat. And hello, Tomcat, good to see you as well. So I don't know if I don't have a Ledger, I don't have a Trezor, I can't confirm or deny. But when you see things like this come up, you kind of have to be a little bit concerned, just a little bit concerned, on hardware wallets. Like, how useful is a hardware wallet? In my opinion, I don't use hardware wallets. I'm not even thinking about buying a hardware wallet because I have this thing here. This is also in the notes section. This is coming from Coinami. This is their mnemonic code converter. And here's the thing: whether you have a Ledger, a Nano, a software wallet, or whatever wallet you have, hardware, or you use paper wallets, whatever it is, this is you can actually generate your own wallet. And then this is the real, in my opinion, if you use this, this is the most secure way, or one of the secure way, where you can create a wallet and recover a wallet. So I'm just going to show you here. This is Coinami. I'm just going to generate a 24-word. I recommend the longest, the largest amount of words, and then you just simply generate random. Now, you can save this web page and do this all offline. Hold on here. I'm still live streaming. Good. So you could do this, and you can definitely do this offline, and you could just generate your mnemonic seed. There you go. It's calculating. It's thinking. Boom. Here are all the words. All right. Here's all the words for this particular wallet. All right. For this particular wallet. I just made it. And guess what you can do? From here, you can import that seed to any wallet, to a Ledger, to a Trezor, whatever. Now this is set for ABN coin, but here I could easily go to Bitcoin Gold. There's my Bitcoin Gold, the same recovery phrase. Let me just scroll down here. Let me scroll down here, and then here you can see that these are the addresses, public key, and then the private key right here. You can see that. And then I can, whatever Coinami supports, I had ABN key, the same recovery key, right? You multi-coin, same recovery key, same recovery phrase. It just has different addresses, as you can see. And you can do this all offline, all right? You just write down. You don't have to, like, you know, I take a picture. You could take a picture and write it down, whatever you want, you know, whatever you want. And of course, Bitcoin. They have Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold. Let's just go to Bitcoin right there. It's calculating. It's regenerating the keys and the private keys, but to the same recovery phrase here. This is the seed for the most part. And you can see there's your Bitcoin address, pub keys, and private keys. So if you use this to generate the wallets, you can essentially use this on Trezor. You can use this on Ledger. They all have a recovery, all right? They all use this standard format of the BIP39. And that way you won't be stuck. All right, now Coinami here has all these right here. I don't know if they have Ripple. I don't think they have Ripple. Anyways, but they have a lot of coins. So if you have the coins that Coinami has, you'll be all right and you'll be able to recover them. So in essence, all your, you know, if you think about hardware wallets, Ledger Nano or whatever, Ledger, Trezor, it all boils down to a paper wallet, doesn't it? It all boils down to a mnemonic seed that you write on paper. The irony of our hardware wallets is this is your wallet. That recovery phrase is your wallet. All right. And here's the other thing. All right. Here's the other thing. If you use this in conjunction with Coinbin, okay, you can, well, Coinbin is for Bitcoin. I only use Bitcoin. I'm not into other altcoins, so I don't use like other senders. I don't know if there's any Ripple sender or a Ripple or whatever Monero sender. I don't use any other. That's another reason you have to like keep all your private keys safe. The more private keys you have of different coins, the more attack surfaces you have. So I only concentrate on one coin and one coin only, and that's just a Bitcoin. And so I use Coinbin. All right. If I don't import the mnemonic seed into a wallet, another thing I do is I just use one wallet. Even though, you know, I just use one wallet. I actually take a picture of this private key, and then you can also encrypt the private key as well. So you could take any of these private keys here, and you can encrypt any one of them that you want. And I just use this only. I'll only use this private key, and when I burn it, you know, I won't discard it because there still might be some forked coins on here that I could pull out from later. But I usually just use one private key at a time. Most of what I do. But in any case, you know, I just use this private key. I have it go out and come back to the same wallet until I use up all the Bitcoin on that wallet. So that's why I use Coinbin. It's a lot easier. So is hardware wallets more secure than just generating your own mnemonic seed or your own private key? Yes, you could run this offline. You could do this offline. It works offline as well. And so you don't have to worry about it. What you do is let me see, save. I believe you put save as. You put a save as. And then you save it as a web page. You save it as a web page. And you save it anywhere you want. You could save it on your desktop. And what you do is eventually you disconnect from the internet, or you could save it to a USB drive and run it off of another computer that's never touched the internet, and you can generate these keys. These keys will generate without the internet. All right, I believe it's JavaScript in here. So is this website open source? I believe it is. Let me scroll down here. Here it says offline usage. Right here. You can use this tool without having to be online in your browser. Select File As, save the page as a file, double click and open it in a browser on any offline computer. Is it open? I believe this pulls a lot of the code from all the open source. Let me see. This project is 100% open source code. There you go. So if you have any doubts, you can just check it out. There it is. And so yes. So very useful tool. It's been in my notes. I've talked about it. Save yourself the grief of a hardware wallet glitch or hardware wallet problems. And ultimately, the mnemonic phrase, this phrase right here, is your wallet, people. This is your wallet. All right. This is your wallet. All right. And again, you can import it to any wallet. And then on top of that, what I usually do, which I guess you don't have to do, but I use this here. I only use one address at a time within this. Like, although if you import it to a regular a software wallet like Mycelium or into Coinami itself, or any other like hot wallet, or import it to one of those wallets like Mycelium, Samurai wallet, or whatever wallet of your choice. It is a HD wallet, and so once you send a wallet, once you spend it, it'll go into a new address typically. Although I have mine set up where my address never changes, so it always comes into the same address. But I only use, I only go into this address, then I'll go into this address. I don't switch it up. I'll just move the coins myself manually. I don't have the wallet actually just switch by itself. So, but you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you understand how to use the generators and then how to use the Bitcoin senders. I use Bitcoin. I don't know if there's any other senders out there. So useful tool. And you know what? It's free. It doesn't cost me a thing. If I wanted to, I can buy a ledger. I can buy a Trezor and then import the private keys and say I have a hardware wallet. But what you really have is you have some hardware device that may or may not work for you, depending on how you have it set up. To be honest, really, I think this is, for me, this works a lot safer than trying to buy a hardware for a couple $100. All right, I have USB sticks all over the place. You can even encrypt your private keys. All right, so, and you can even encrypt the file on your USB stick. So that's just my opinion on it, but who knows? Who knows? Let me see. All right, let's go see what everybody has to say so far. Let's see here. I'll have to refresh here. And eventually, I will now go over the mempool. I'll go over the fees, Bitcoin fees, and I'll go over, what else will I go over? I'll go over, oh yeah, the Bitcoin chart analysis. All right. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here. CryptoEconomy, how you doing? Welcome to the live chat. First time I've seen you here. Let's see, CryptoCotter. Hardware wallets can be a pain in the ass with the fork sorting, adding ERC20 tokens, and a few other things. Pain in the ass. I use Trezor. Okay. I make my life simple. I only use Bitcoin. There are more apps for Bitcoin. There are more wallet generators for Bitcoin. There are more wallet senders, or yeah, wallet senders, Bitcoin senders. Like you can actually, like Coinbin. I've talked about Coinbin all the time. I can use a sender for that. Also, what segwitaddress.com, I believe, or segwitaddress.org from, gosh, I forgot his name again, but I did an interview with him. He made a Segwit wallet sender. What else? There's just a lot more development going on with Bitcoin than there are with these altcoins. So when these hardware wallets develop something, they're really, in my opinion, they're really experimenting on you. Okay, their hardware wallets are nothing more than experiments, and you're the guinea pig. Perry D, is it Perry D? Don't you have to trust their randomness? Yes, you do have to trust their randomness. You do, but it is open source. These are tools that are used or widely used, and they've been around for some time. But yeah, you have to trust their randomness. If you want, I mean, I guess you can do create a generator yourself from the open source that they have. But I kind of just tend to use what's already there because I'm not a developer or programmer. Bond private key, nice screenshot. Of course, I'm not going to use that wallet. That was for demonstrational purposes. The chances of actually regenerating that same key is astronomical, but you know, some people try to generate as many keys, hoping that maybe someone will get into it. Yes, that's true, Brian. You have to trust the randomness of the hardware wallet as well. I think it's a standard. So you know, either way, you have to just deal with it. Let me see. I just got here. This is a web page he is using. That's in the notes section. It's coming from Coinami, and that is their mnemonic seed converter. Of course, they generated their mnemonic seed converter from the other open source mnemonic seed converters out there. They just made it their own. Let me see. Says, how do we know that this site isn't collecting private keys and or recovery phrases? Well, you kind of don't, but what you can do is you can run it offline, and when you do it offline, there's no way for anybody else to know except you, and so that's how you do it. That's how you know they're not stealing. So I don't recommend doing it online. What you do is you download it as a web page onto a computer or a USB stick, and then you either take that to another computer that's never touched the internet and is offline all the time, and then you can open it, and then it'll generate private keys for you offline, and so it's basically cryptography 101. Essentially, all your hardware wallets and your wallets are nothing more than cryptography 101. When I say cryptography 101, it's just it's the simple, you know, concept of cryptography. There is that generator, that key generator, which is random, supposedly random. I think it's based off the SHA-256 randomness, but who knows? I'm not an expert. I just used it, and I have not gotten. Okay, this is coming from Coinami. I have the Coinami wallet. It uses that same. All right, it uses that same mnemonic seed generator on their app, and so far I haven't gotten my my Bitcoin stolen so far using Coinami. So that's how I can trust it. So far. Let's see who else is here. Let me see here. Brian McLaughlin. Where is that bear meme, James? Oh, did you see my bear meme? That's well, that was to scare people with the bear, but you know, I was a couple months off with the bear. I was a couple $1,000s off too. My first bear meme was around what, $6,000 to $5,000. That was my bear, but you know, markets can be irrational, and of course, the market has been irrational all the way up to almost $20,000. I was hoping for $21,000, but no dice. And Son of a Tech, good to see you. Welcome to the live chat. All right, so if you're looking like this, all right, here's my advice to all the new people. I'll wrap this show up real soon. I'm going to be doing the mempool, the Bitcoin feed, and then the chart analysis. My advice to the people who are experiencing their first down market, all right, is first of all try to stay calm. All right, if most likely if you're here, it's because you've been trading on the exchanges. What do I recommend for traders who are trading on exchanges? I recommend you try taking your coins off the exchange. There's probably a really good chance you're not going to be able to get your cash. If you sell your Bitcoins, you're not going to, you may not be able to get your cash from these exchanges. All right, that's the first thing. So the best thing to do if you're looking to cash out is to take all your Bitcoins. I recommend Bitcoin. I don't recommend any other coin. Okay, and there's a reason why, because I'm about to get to it. Buy all your Bitcoins, or take your Bitcoins off the exchange, or convert everything into Bitcoin, take it off the exchange. And if you're really looking to cash out, all right, I recommend you get into the peer-to-peer market. You might want to look at local Bitcoins. You might want to look at BISC. You want to look at Mycelium. Mycelium has a peer-to-peer advertising thing on their app. Craigslist. You can use Craigslist, advertise that you have Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies for sale. What else can you do? Backpage is another one. you actually might get some bites from a Backpage ad. You might actually get a woman contacting you. So what else is there? There's there's several others. I mentioned local Bitcoin, BISC, and then there's two other ones. There's also Wall of Coins, but the problem is those are all centralized. So BISC seems to be decentralized. I haven't used BISC, but like Wall of Coins, local Bitcoins, and Paxful. Paxful is another one. There was another one. Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. But in any case, the problem with those is that they're centrally controlled. So it's almost like an exchange, and you have no control over the private keys. When you go to Craigslist and Backpage or any other free, like go to your local newspaper website and put an ad out, often they're free. You may not get any bites with those. No one's going to come and answer your ad, is what I'm trying to say. Mycelium is another one. You control the private keys. You're just advertising. But I strongly recommend you get into the peer-to-peer market. And once you get into the peer-to-peer market, I think you'll realize you don't need the exchange. You just need to have Bitcoins. And if you're looking to cash out, that's probably one of the quickest way to cash out, because I have a feeling that the exchanges will not allow you, all right, to get your money out. I have a feeling about that. And so that's what I recommend. And when you start doing that, what you'll realize is Bitcoin, all right? You don't need the exchanges to do that. You just need to be a part of the network, all right? Part of the peer-to-peer network of Bitcoin. And once you realize there's only one coin out there, because if you try pulling out your Litecoin, your Ethereum, or your Monero, or your Ripple, or whatever you have, Rayoblocks, Tron, whatever you have, you're not going to be able to sell them because nobody wants to buy them. You'll find very quickly Bitcoin is the only one and true coin out there that has a market value outside the exchanges. So that's my advice to you. And most likely, you will be on your path. I'm setting you on your path to Bitcoin freedom, because that's how I got started. That's exactly the way I got started. Everything you're experiencing right now, I have already experienced. And now it's your turn, All right. Now it's your turn to discover the true power of a decentralized cryptocurrency that is basically hard to censor. Okay, and you'll start to realize the the responsibilities that you have of being independent. All right, not relying on a third party. That it's up to you. Right, you have to have physical security as well as computer security. That you have to be responsible for yourself and your actions. And so, be smart, be wise, and you'll come to a realization. You may even come to a full circle with some peace and better understanding. Anyways, let me see here. Let's go into a chart analysis. All right, so let's go and take a look here. Let's go to Joho's mempool statistics. All right. So that's my advice to all you new people out there. You probably should cash out. Most likely, you guys should cash out because you can't handle it. I'm telling you, all those new people out there who just recently got in, cash out because you probably can't handle it. Especially if you've been exclusively trading on exchanges like Bitstamp, GDAX, Gemini, Bitphoenix, whatever exchanges that you've been the traditional exchanges. If you've been trading on that, you probably won't be able to handle this market right now. You should sell your coins, get out. I recommend try doing peer-to-peer. But once you experience peer-to-peer transactions, you may want to stick around. You may want to continue doing that. And what you're going to find is you will eventually come to a balance. All right. I'm not talking about your Bitcoin balance or or your wallet balance or your bank balance. I'm talking about a balance in your life in which everything now makes sense. The purpose, right? The purpose of Bitcoin now makes sense more than ever. I see a lot of people who come into this market. You all think what you have this conception of what Bitcoin is until you actually start really using it. And once you start really using it, then it makes sense. And only then will you understand, in my opinion. Okay, I'm just talking from experience. Only then will you understand. And then after that point, you will learn everything you need to learn. Everything that's important. Everything you'll see, your eyes will see what is important and what is not important. Everything will just, your reality will just, well, your reality will be very different, and you will never be the same, and you can never go back the way you were. That's my only warning. Once you go through this, nothing will ever be the same, and you can never go back. That's the only warning I have for everybody. All right, so here is the mempool, and wow, look at that. It is down. Look at that for 20. This is amazing. So here is my mouse is just not working. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, mouse. All right, so most of the transactions are stuck at 10 satoshis per byte. So you can see that at 20 satoshis per byte, there's about 3,000 transactions. 30 satoshis per byte, there's about 2,300 transactions. 50 satoshis per byte. So why now? Why now? What is going on? Is it because the price is going down now that the fees also go down? Is larger blocks being mined? Is there more SegWit adoption? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that it seems like the mempool was being filled to capacity for whatever reason. I can only say that it was filled to capacity, and the only people who benefited from the mempool being filled to capacity was the miners, because they received almost an equal amount of Bitcoin as the block rewards. Okay. Is there any collusion with any developers or any businesses? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that the mempool is going down now. The price is coming back down. Is there a correlation between the mempool being full and the price going up, and the mempool being cleared and the price being cleared? Seems like it. Seems like it. So let's take a look here. All you have to be, literally, if you're at 20 Satoshis per byte, your transactions will most likely go through. Yeah. And so this is good news. This is wonderful news. And then here is in pending transactions and fees. Here is in size. So, all right. All right. I'm waiting for it to go down to almost zero again. I think all of this was a manipulation by somebody. I don't know who. But now you know when the mempool gets full, the price will go up. Okay. And when the mempool starts, or I should say when the price goes down, it's actually, I think the price goes first. The price goes up, the mempool gets full. The price goes down, the mempool seems to get empty. So anyways. All right, let's go over Bitcoin. But before that, let me let's go to the live chat. Looks like I got some questions here. All right. Yeah, Brian, you're right. It's coinables.github.io. That's the SegWit sender and SegWit address generator. Tomcat, there's your bear. Here's the bear right there. You see that bear? It's a cute bear. Don't they have any more ferocious bears? Let's see here. Crypto economy. Yes, it was a good warning. People start seeing stars when the price zooms. Yes. Crypto economy says, James, have you been watching Lightning Network for Lightning Network nodes for Bitcoin? No, I have not seen. I have not seen the Lightning Network. The nodes are going up, but I also feel that it's not enough just to have nodes. Okay, it's a good start. You need nodes. The first thing you need on Lightning Network are nodes, literally. So I would expect to see a great number of nodes coming online. The second step in the Lightning Network is to get actual users, to get actual channels, and someone to be a hub. Now, the problem with being a hub is you have to literally, if you want to be a hub, there's no advantage to being a hub. There really isn't. There's no advantage whatsoever to being a hub. In some cases, it's actually a disadvantage because you have coins locked up in the channels. So you have to have coins locked up in a hub. And then you have to have channels with all these different people. So being a hub is not an advantage, all right? So that's another thing. But it's good to see nodes. I would like to start seeing more people, using it, but it's hard. I don't know if it's hard to use. I think now that the mempool is down and the fees are down and the price is down, so it makes it look like the fees per transaction is down. It's probably a good opportunity to send some Bitcoin to a Lightning Network so you can have a channel open. So I think as long as the fees are low, Lightning Networks makes sense. If the fees are high, it doesn't make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense unless you're already in a Lightning Network. Then you're good. So when the fees go up, you're not affected. You can actually transact, but you still need another person to be on the Lightning Network in order to do something, right? So first, it's good to see the nodes are up. Now we need more actual users, like end users, right? The consumer end users, the people who are actually going to be sending payments to other Lightning nodes and other Lightning channels to each other and doing, doing a lot of transactions and actually using it. Now, I'm gonna let you know, like, the people I trade with still use the same addresses that from some of them from all the way back since 2013 addresses. So, Crypto Economy, did you just retract your message? It says, James, have you been, I'm sorry, Bitcoin is pumping. Okay. Let's have a look at all right, so now Bitcoin's pumping, huh? I don't know if you can say Bitcoin's pumping. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the chart real quick. I don't know if you can say Bitcoin's pumping. I think it's going up right now, but is it pumping? Well, I don't know if it's pumping. I think it's in a range. It's following a trend line. It's following this small little trend line right here. I can't say that it's pumping per se. And it looks like it's hitting its resistance right here. So I can't really say that Bitcoin's pumping right now. I think it's gone up, but it's in a range. So that's just on the 1 hour. I'm on Bitstamp 1 hour. I just drew a line from here to here, and if it does break 11,000, that's good, but it's not good enough because it needs to break this. It needs to break this, and then also this. So a lot of headwinds. A lot of headwinds. Let me see if I could put another line right here. I could say it could break this. So it needs to break 11,000. And then it needs to break, what is this, around 12,000. Then it needs to break 13,000. People, still a lot of headwinds. Okay, so let's go on to the 12-hour real quick. I'm a little bit over my time. I'll try to finish it up real quick here. Let's take out the rest of these lines. And I use simple lines. I mean, I don't count candlesticks. Let me see here. It should be. So if you look at the 12-hour, okay, so I drew the trend line right here, the resistance line. And then you see here on the 12-hour, here's the pump that people are saying, which is not a pump because if you look, it's probably right under the resistance of this line or the moving average. And so it's probably going to hit up against that moving average. So there's resistance there. There's resistance at the trend line here. And then there's another resistance here at the longer term average. So overall, it doesn't look good. It really needs to break several resistance, and then it needs to break this 13,000, and then it needs to break above 17,000. It's a lot of headwinds. A lot of headwinds. Let's have a look at the 1 day. Okay, so spot price is below the 2 moving averages. Let me take out this line. Spot price is below the 2 moving averages. That doesn't look good. That's usually a bearish sign. Way that this candlestick right here doesn't look that great. Not look that great. It's barely green. Barely green. Let me see the 3 day. Well, this is what it looks like on the 3 day, and that doesn't look good. I'll zoom out here so you could look at the RSI. RSI is almost down to about 50, almost a little bit below 50. Could there be a bounce here? Because this is what you've been seeing as far as if you look at the RSI, you've seen around here 50, 46, 43, 44, 45. So could there be another bounce off of this lower RSI? Hard to say. It's hard to say. If it does, by the time you figure out that it's bounced, it's already too late. You have to either buy now. So this is the option that you're left with. Buy now, and then that's the risk of trading. So, I'm okay with what I have. I'm okay with having my HODL wallet. I'm okay with the amount of Bitcoins I have in my trading wallet. It doesn't matter to me. If it goes up, great, I made money. If it goes down, I'm going to actually buy more and more Bitcoin. This is a position you should be in. You shouldn't be in this position. Oh, sorry. If you're in this position, you're screwed. All right, it's too late. If you're in this position, you should probably get out right now. I think you should get out right now, and then just come back when you're ready to understand more about Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. If this is what you're feeling and this is what you look like, get out, because you're just gonna create a lot of heartache, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. That's just my opinion. But if you're willing to stick with it, and it's hard to stick with it because you're not going to make money, but you'll make Bitcoins when you start doing peer-to-peer and you start understanding the real purpose, the real use of Bitcoin. You'll start understanding. Okay, so that's on the 3-day, and of course the spot price is below the 2 moving averages. Doesn't look good. Does not look good. You haven't had that in a long time. Let me see here. I think it was here and here. So it was here and here, and now you have it here after this big run up. I don't know if it can bounce back up just like that. If it does bounce up, it's probably bouncing up for maybe a bull trap is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure. I don't know until it actually happens, but that's what I'm thinking. Let's have a look at the 1 week. So in the 1 week, it looks like it's starting to look like it's slowing down, right? The red candlesticks are starting to kind of slow down and kind of range around in this area around the 10,000. But and then the RSI, let me see. Looks like the RSI is also right around here. And if you just look at the history, it did take a large bounce from there. And I think this is where you're getting all the reports. Hey, Dave Hamilton, welcome to the live chat. I think this is where you're hearing all the reports about how the price is going to go up to 55,000. The price is going to go up to 100,000 for this year. Maybe. Maybe. So I think there's a 50-50 chance, but I'm just seeing a lot of negative sentiment right now. And if there's too much negative sentiment, it could really drive a trend. Negative sentiments can drive trends. And if this trend is bearish, it's going to be bearish. As a matter of fact, if you look at the week, the short-term moving average right here, this moving average, going down. It's already going down from its peak. It's already peaked out right here at the top, and it's already going down. So 1 more week, I think we could start kind of seeing. I need 1 more candlestick, and I think I can determine a direction in the price, whether it really is going to continue to be a bear market or whether it's going to be a bull market. Kinda. I could tell you for sure, once these 2 moving averages cross over, you've probably definitely got a bear market coming. But by then, the price would probably be down in the $6,000 range, most likely. So that's a problem. Anyways, if you just look at it, if you look at it right now, it's bouncing between these two averages, but it still looks bearish right now. And the only way to get out of this bearish momentum is to literally make a new all-time high, to break the all-time high and make a new all-time high. Anyways, I'm going to end this episode. I've talked long enough. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this episode. I'd like to thank everybody in the live chat. Tomcat, you say, I believe in the tech. We'll stick with it. If you believe in the technology, yes. If you're a buy and hold type of person, then you're probably, you don't look anything like this. This is not you. All right. You don't have anything to worry about. You're fine. And you're probably smart enough that you most likely did not buy more than you can afford to lose, right? So you know, you're not this person, right? You're not that person. Let me see here. So Dave Hamilton, thank you. Brad Taylor, Crypto Economy, Bitcoin B, Brian McLaughlin. Let me see, Tomcat. I already mentioned you, Tomcat. Son of a Tech, good to see you. Rocky M. Bond loves Pivx. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I love Pivx. Let me see. Perry D. Good to see you in the live chat. Crypto Cotter. Good to see you as well. Andy Anderson and Andre Barnwell. Hopefully you enjoy some of my daytime streams. DD8209. And sorry about the beginning of the live chat. I didn't realize I wasn't sharing screen, but that's all right, as long as you received some good information. And Ken Bozak, good to see you. And yes, for motivation, along with, let me see, Brad Taylor. And then who else was up here? Okay, that's everybody. Anyways, I'm going to conclude this episode. So please like, dislike, leave a comment after the live stream, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye.